Picture this. You're 50 years old, you're sat on a mega yacht in the south of France, there's models everywhere, you're shopping for new Tesla robots to clean your 4 mansions, and you look back and you remember the advice that I gave you in this video, knowing full well that you would be nowhere without it. Because at the time, you were a fool that didn't know what they were missing in their business. A fool that had no clue how to actually land clients or grow. A fool that was yet to unlock the system that changed it all for you. So in today's video, I'll be showing you that simple system that, if followed, makes it impossible for you to not be that 50-year-old, if that's what you want to be. As well as walking you through the systems that we're using inside of our business Unorthodox. Now, when I first started in the online business space, specifically in agency, I was massively overcomplicating everything. I believe there was some form of secret formula out there that was just waiting for me to discover it. Now, fast forward to today, I now know that is complete bullshit. And after all these years trying to figure it out, I'm genuinely surprised at what's actually required to grow a business fast. And I can almost guarantee that you are overcomplicating everything right now. So stick with me and we're going to reverse that in today's video. Now, when you're broke and you have no money to build a business, it's going to be really hard. You have a lot of work to do. But most of you watching this video are already likely seeing some kind of results, or you have some kind of cash that you can actually invest into your business. Now, beginners can really only rely on cold outreach and trading their time and energy to get clients, manually sending DMs and trying to get people to respond to them. Whereas if you have funds behind you, guess what? It's 100 times easier. How do you think these big businesses grow? Is it the founders sending cold messages online or sliding into the DMs of C-suite members on LinkedIn? No, obviously not. It's the founder putting his credit card into Meta and spending money running ads. No one wants you to know this, but the magic formula is paid ads and content. It's spending money to get your well-optimized message in front of your ideal client and then building trust with that person in some form of personal brand that you've then built. That is the formula. Right now, we're booking qualified sales calls every day by following this exact formula. Am I a marketing genius? Maybe, but no, I'm not. Instead of just buying another course on how to go out there and get clients, I use that money on paid ads to go and get clients. Just like those guys are doing. That's the reality. You're being told to invest in yourself, bro. Fuck that. Invest in Zuckerberg and run some ads. Now, yes, I know you're probably sat there saying, well, Liam, I only charge $500 for my services. How can I afford to run ads? And if that's you, then yes, ads isn't going to work. But that's the least of your problem. If you're charging anything less than 3 to 4K, I genuinely believe that building your business is already on expert mode. It's going to be really, really tough for you to scale that. The answer is to sell high ticket. And to sell high ticket, you need to rework your offer. You need to be offering something that's so valuable to the right person that they're going to be willing to pay you 5 to 10K for it. It's honestly just as easy to sell something for 15K as it is for 2K. The same rules apply. So start optimizing that, and before you know it, you'll have a stupid amount that you can then reinvest back into more ads, repeating the cycle of running ads, getting a client, reinvesting back into ads, getting more clients. It's that simple. Now, if you want us to build that offer with you, set up and launch your AI sales system and client acquisition framework into your business, then book a call below. No courses, it's completely done for you, guaranteeing you that you see the results. So look, on the other side of that, there's content. Now, content really is the cherry on the top. Once you have your offer down, your pricing right, your sales system in place, that's when you can then go head on into content. But doing it before that is just going to cause you more problems and leave you more confused than ever before. It's pretty much like having a full-time job that you actually have to get good at to then see results. So look, the best thing that I can do for you right now is actually show you quickly what our systems look like so you can start to see just how simple this all needs to be and the type of results that you can expect to see. So let's jump in my computer. Now, right now, we're not running any Google ads. It's only purely on Facebook. And these are the 2 campaigns we are running. We are spending barely anything, but there's good reason why we're spending barely anything. We are still in the process of scaling our team, scaling our offer. But right now we're seeing anywhere from sort of a 15 to a 25x ROAS on our monthly spend on Facebook ads. It is nuts. So this is why I'm so passionate about you actually just getting on this. It's the easiest way to get clients. Like, ignore everything else. Just go and pay to get a good piece of content in front of someone. So we have an ad here, just optimizing for schedules and book calls. Right now we're spending £100 per day. It's been running, this one is just like for the month. So the 1st of December to the 19th of December. In that time frame, we have booked 40 free calls. Okay. And I know this is accurate because it's been confirmed inside of our Go High Level account. This is tracked when someone hits the thank you page once they've scheduled an appointment with us. So for this, we have spent a grand total of 2.5K this month so far on booking 40 free calls. That's £60 per call. Now, we have a show up rate of 90%, which means that we had, let's say, quick maths, like 38 people show. Now, qualification for us is pretty solid because we have the AI agents that reach out to those 38 people or even the 43 people and actually qualify them, right? So we qualify them before we jump on a call. They go through a survey process, so they have to have like left some answers and responses in terms of what their business actually is. And then on top of that, we then double check everything and delete the call or remove them if they're not good. Let's just say 8 of these aren't qualified, which is pretty standard. We've got, maybe a 20% give or take leeway when it comes from this cold traffic coming into the ecosystem. They've come through and we've just had 30 sales calls for £2.5 thousand spent, which is like 3,000 US. Okay, 3,000 US. If I ask you right now, how many people could you close if you got them on a call, if they were your ideal client, they were qualified and they had gone through your sales system, getting given resources, access to videos you're creating on YouTube, access to anything you've created and given away for free? How many do you think you can close? And by the way, if you know that we're charging 15 to 25K, right, for these deals, we only need to close one and we are already at a 5x ROAS. But that hasn't been the case. Just this week alone, we've closed 25K of business through these ads, which means that we're almost at a 10x ROAS just on that one client. So we had 30 calls, 3,000 spend, and then a close rate, let's say at 20%. You should then in theory close 6 clients. And this is the game. You then take this money, you reinvest it into more spend, you book 60 calls the next month, you keep your close rate, you keep optimizing for your close rate, and then before you know it, you're signing 12 clients, and then you're signing 24 clients, and then you sign 48 clients, and then you're struggling and you're hiring a more team and you're slowing down the ads. But you get the picture. That is how it looks. And that isn't all. So we also run a VSL retargeting campaign, meaning if they came and they clicked on our page and they didn't schedule an appointment, then they get hit up with another ad basically saying, hey, look, what are you doing? Come back to the page, book your call. So in the month, we booked 7 meetings with this as well. £6 a schedule. Total spend is £40. So we booked in another 7 meetings. So in total, so far, we spent $2,590 and we have booked 50 calls. Okay. Now, to book 50 calls, I'd have to create some banging piece of content that goes crazy and gets a ton of views for me to do that. And I also don't get to target the people that are watching my videos on YouTube. So the fact that you can now just go and put money into some basic targeting ads, like this is so basic, guys. I haven't got any like crazy secret strategy. We are just good at writing ads. And that is the main thing you need to be good at. It's this is the easy part, right? Like setting up the actual ads. It's the content that goes into the ads. And don't worry, I will be walking you through what our content looks like and how I kind of work out what to write. But let's go down to what a structure could look like for you. What we want is 2 types of ads, direct CTA ads, and we want retargeting ads. Okay, so the goal is for us to book appointments on our AI sales system and our offer. That's it. So we're going to be sending these ads to a cold audience. And then once we're ready, a lookalike of booked calls and people that have actually already booked in for calls. Now, it's worth noting, this is cold, right? This isn't lookalikes. This is not lookalikes. This is completely cold. They have no clue who I am. They've never watched my YouTube videos. And want some super basic targeting. Now, this watch top of funnel ads, what you can do is you can start creating like pieces of content that you run as ads on Instagram or Facebook that will like just give away free value. And if people watch, let's say 50% through the video, you can then send these ads to those people. That is another layer that we don't need to get into today. And I don't want to confuse you. I want to keep this very, very simple. All we're going to focus on is these really basic CTA ads, right? So what I like to do is I like to create free ads. I like to test those ads. And then what will happen is I'll find a winner and then I'll make variations of that winner. I'll bin off the others and I'll just go and write more scripts and more ads of the winner variation. And again, we'll test. one will win. We'll delete that. We'll keep the original one running, and then we'll just keep creating new ads until we find this winning formula that is just getting us booked calls at the price point that we want. Now, it's worth noting the fact that we're booking calls for this cheap. This is an epic number to be hitting. Like, if I can keep hitting £60 book calls, we're in the money, because like I said, we're charging 15K. All we need is our closing team to close a couple of clients each week at 15K, and we are in the profit so much. The ROAS on that is insane. And that means that when we start to spend more, when we get up to those sort of 10K, 20K, 30K, 50K per month spends, if we can keep the same numbers, which I doubt we can, there is going to be some drop off in terms of costs. If we can keep close to it, or just keep understanding the process of optimizing to keep around this number, then when we are spending those numbers, we will have very, very profitable ads under our belt. And that is exactly how these big boys are playing it. Now, going back to the ads themselves, this is the process of creating our CTA ads. And then, like I said, we have our retargeting ads. Now, the retargeting ads are literally me holding the camera up going, hey, I saw you went to our website and didn't schedule in for a call. If you have this problem, and you want our help, go back and book in a call. It's that simple. And the fact is, like, you only really hit them with those retargeting ads if they've gone through like the survey, for example, and they actually landed on the calendar page. Because in that way, there's probably only like 200 people that your ad can be shown to. So you only need to spend like, I don't know, $2 a day to get in front of that person. It's ridiculous. So super cost-effective way of just getting more book calls. Now, with these ads, I will show you the ads. Like I said, I'll run you through the scripts. But all we do is we send them to a VSL page. I don't send them to a lead magnet. I don't send them to a lead opt-in page, nothing like that. Send them straight to the VSL page to watch the VSL, read the headline, find out who we can help, and then book in for a call. Once they click book in for a call, I want to qualify them. I don't just want to be booking any old random Long John Silver and his dog on. I want them to go through a survey. I want to see if we can actually help them. I want to find out more about their business, their problems, their budget, how much money they're making per month. Are they our ICP? And if they're not, then they're going to then they're going to get disqualified and not be able to book in for a call. Next step from this is just calendar. And again, we use Go High Level for our entire sales system, our funnels, CRM, pipeline, everything. Keeps it all in one place. Super, super easy to do. Now, that's that. That's what we're spending. That's the process of creating the ads. And that is the funnel steps, basically, that we're sending people through. I don't care about collecting a lead. I care about booking a call. And I care about booking a call with someone who's qualified. And then I care about this number here, which is our close rate, right? So all I'm optimizing for is cost per booked call, close rate, and cost per acquisition. Okay, that's it. As long as I know those numbers. Oh, and I guess quality as well, right? Like, as long as I know those numbers and those details and have those stats in my mind at all times, I can simplify everything. I can make it super, super easy to follow. So let's check out my script document here. Hopefully it'll give you a good insight. So like I said, I write 3 scripts, right? So this one, you can pause the video and read through this. These are basically the ads that I wrote. Every day, Charlie has over 300 conversations with potential clients and books 10 to 12 qualified sales calls for his high ticket service. And the best part is he does this without ever needing to call his leads, send cold emails, or respond to any DMs. So again, I'm highlighting problems that they probably have. You know, they're sick of calling their leads, they're sending cold emails, they're responding to the DMs. And he spends 0 hours a month having sales conversations with over 9,000 leads, and he's booking hundreds of qualified appointments on his calendar. Now, one thing to note here is we're not lying. This is an actual client that we have. He's not called Charlie, granted, because he doesn't want us to actually name who he is, but he's doing like 9,000 to 10,000 leads per month, and we're automating that entire process for him. So we do have the proof to back it up. When we get on these calls, we can actually show them, you know, how all of this works. Now, I can go through this, but what we do is we then just write another variation of that script. I use GPT to help me. And then one of the core strengths and the core things I've been focusing on over the last 12 months is just getting better at copywriting. Because if you can get better at copywriting, it feeds into absolutely everything that you do. So the next script, this was the winning one, the one that was booking us sort of 55, 60 pound booked calls. It was, we have a team of AI agents engaging with all of our leads, qualifying them, and setting appointments on our sales calendar 24/7, 365 days per year. So again, I'm painting the picture of what this person wants. I'm going through the pain that they're probably going through. I'm telling them that, hey, look, you've probably bought a course before. We aren't a course. This is completely done for you. We have a big guarantee. We can deliver everything within 30 days, completely built for you. And then jump on a call. These are the next steps, and we can show you how this works. Now, the next ad didn't do very well, and all I did then was I took the winning ad and then I just ran it through GPT and said, give me some variations, and then reworked it using that as a base. So I did that once, twice, 3 times. So 3 different ads based on that winning ad, and then went through and kind of did some new retargeting ads too. Now, like I said, feel free, pause the video at any point, read through these ads, take them as a framework. What I would be doing is focus on like the core problem that they're facing in the first part of that ad. Like, what do they actually want to achieve? They want to get more leads. Do they want to book more appointments? Do they want to increase efficiency? Do you help them close more deals? Call that out. Give like an example of how you've helped someone do that in the form of like a story. So it's quite like enticing and interesting to listen to. And then I would move through to kind of like handle some mini objections, maybe talk about some specific pain points that your clients have faced that are very similar to theirs, and then go through the motions of like next steps, how it works, but keep it very, very high level. You don't want to get in the weeds. This ad wants to be like a minute. Some go longer. If you've got loads of testimonials, you can throw them on the end and make it super long. But for these ads, they're working. It's like a minute long. You can go to the Facebook page and actually just go and check out our ads that we're running. Go and look at our ads manager. Very, very easy to do. Now, one thing before I wrap this up is this is a major problem that I see a lot of people doing. When they're running ads, they're sending people to, let's say, a VSL page, and then they're sending people to a call page. And what they're doing is in these ads, they're giving away like 90% of the information. They're like, oh, this is what we do. Here's how we help our clients. And it's like they literally say step by step the service that they offer. And instantly, someone on this ad watching that video goes, well, I don't fucking care about that. Like, whatever. I'm not even interested in finding out more information. So what we do is we give away like 20% of the source in the ads, right? We like lure them in. We say, okay, this is what we're achieving. We're achieving it with this unique mechanism that you've probably never seen before. And we know the reason why it's not working for you is because of X, Y, and Z. And we have the answer. All you have to do is go and click on the VSL to then go and learn more. So we've now taken the viewers from the ads, had a bit of a brain fart there. We've taken the viewers from the ads into the VSL page, and we haven't lost their interest, because the only goal of that ad isn't to go and get them to book in a call. The goal of this ad is to send them to that VSL. And we've done that. So the next step in the VSL, and this is another step that people mess up on, is they then create a VSL outlining 101 different things that they do, how it works, step by step. They give away all the source, how much it costs, what are the next steps. It's all garbage. And what ends up happening again is they lose 90% of the people that have made up their mind before they've even spoken to you. So you're in this big predicament where you're losing huge amounts of traffic and huge amounts of interest on your offer, even if it's a great offer. People make up their mind before they've even spoken to a member of the team. So for us, the VSL is another way for us to create this gap, right? We want to create this gap of, okay, the problem or the pain, they're in there, and how we help with our, in our case, done for you offer. So we create that bridge and we create our offer, and we build interest around that to show that we're solving their pain, and we fill in that gap. But what a lot of people do is they highlight the pain, but then they take people like halfway and they give it all away. And then people at this point make their own decision. Even though their offer is what the answer is, they hit this wall and they're like, oh, I've seen this a million times. I'm not interested. So don't do that. You need to do the whole picture. So that's it. We move them from the VSL. And then again, once they're on the VSL, our goal isn't to sell them on the service. Our goal is to sell them on the book call. We want them to go and book a call, nothing else. We don't want them to make a decision. We don't want them to get their credit card out or buy anything. We want them to go and schedule a call, so then we can then sell them on that call and have like expert closers try to sell them on our 15K offer. Now, hopefully that isn't too complex. I think that's pretty simple and pretty basic and easy to follow. Maybe I spoke a little bit too fast, but I'm pretty passionate about this and excited for what's going to happen in 2025 with Unorthodox. We really have cracked the code with content, with running ads. And it's not just for us. We've done it for our clients too. So it's now just a matter of scaling. And, we're not spending 100K a month here.
to generate 100K. We're spending like 5K to generate like 60K just from ads sometimes, or even 80K just from ads. It's fucking nuts. So ads really is just a number game. Don't be scared of it. This is the easiest way to grow your business. Please, please, please listen to me. Please. Anyway, see you guys. Hope this helped.